Here at the University of Mississippi, the Meek School of Journalism and New Media is filled with a highly experienced faculty and staff. Most all professors come to teach after being in the journalism field for many years. From past CNN anchors to local news reporters, book authors, news directors, as well as editors for national papers and magazines, these experienced educators can teach you just about anything you need to know to succeed in journalism. How did you start out and what brought you back to Ole Miss as an educator?
That's a great question. I graduated from Ole Miss myself with a degree in English and was out in the world a while and couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. And the job I had, what I found I liked most was writing. So one day I came to see the chair of the Department of Journalism, who happened to be Will Norton, who's now our dean, and told him I thought I wanted to go into journalism. And he said, well, come on. And so after my first class, it was like bells rang and angels sang. I knew I had found my calling.
Teachers in the journalism department are really wonderful and unique because they're so willing to put in so much effort on their part and time to make sure that we know what we need to know to be able to get out in the real world and achieve the goals we have for ourselves.
Got it in my blood that I wanted to be one of those people who gathered the news. And then when I got out of college, women were not, it wasn't common to find a woman in the newsroom. Very, very uncommon. So I took a job as a weather girl because that was the job I could get. And I made it clear I wanted to be a news reporter, that I didn't want to just, be cute in front of the camera, that I really was a serious journalist. So I worked my way into being a news reporter from there.
I got started because my father owned some radio stations in Mobile, Alabama, and I had worked with him when he was a manager. So together we started a radio station in Mobile and eventually added 2 others. So I stayed with him long enough until it became financially stable, and then decided what I want to do from here, and I decided to go off to get a master's degree in broadcast journalism at American University. And from there I took a number of part-time jobs in radio and television, and eventually made my way to CNN in Atlanta. Stayed there almost 8 years, and then came over to Ole Miss because the job opportunity here fit with where I wanted to go next, working with students and being involved in the teaching aspect.
From my experience, the professors have been pretty cool. Like, they're really interested in what they teach, because they've worked firsthand in these experiences.
They're very helpful, and they have a great knowledge of journalism since they've worked for real newspapers and real newspaper settings, and they're very knowledgeable.
Whether they teach print, broadcast, integrated marketing communications, or public relations, they all share one love, and that is dedication to teaching and benefiting their students.